Hey everyone, I want to make a video going over how I go about protecting my Digipack or cardboard sleeve compact discs. Any of us that collect compact discs, we absolutely hate these cardboard Digipack deals that most modern albums are starting to come out on. They get very damaged, the corners, the spines. You get scratches on this cardboard here. So you get a lot of shelf wear from, putting it in and out and with it rubbing against other CDs when you're storing them like this over the years. A good example is this Pink Floyd CD here. I got it used for $2. You can see the previous owner had stored it without any kind of protection, most likely with a bunch of CDs like this. You can see all the spine wear. You can see the corners are pretty roughed up. And then the CD has also just been stored in this flimsy cardboard for years. And the CD has a whole bunch of fine scratches on it. So, I'm going to show you guys, again, the whole point of this video, show you guys the method that I came up with for storing my Digipack or cardboard sleeves along with the CDs that would typically slide into this cardboard so that they don't end up with the same fate as this guy right here. All right, so to basically explain the backstory of where I came up with this idea, some of this stuff, it's already stuff for CDs that's out there for this, but where I got this whole idea was I also collect vinyl, and for my vinyl records, the way that I store them is, where's a good example here? I guess we'll pull out this Cane Hill album. It is stored, the cardboard sleeve is stored within one of these I think it's vinyl, poly wraps or whatever, poly sleeves. And then the actual vinyl records are in their own separate polyline sleeve. So instead of putting these back in, most of these records come with like a cardboard sleeve. You'd slide the record in and out over time. You're going to get scratches in those from the factory shavings within those cardboard sleeves, et cetera, having a hard time talking right now. But with these poly sleeves, when you're putting them in and out, it keeps your actual records very well protected. Along with these polyliner outer sleeves for the cardboard, there's a lot less shelf wear. You don't get the wear on the sides of these cardboard sleeves when they're rubbing against each other when you're putting them in and out. It's a very good method for storing your vinyl. So I took this idea and brought it over to the CD scale. And they already sell these, the equivalent of those vinyl record poly sleeves for the cardboard sleeves. They sell these polyliner sleeves for your actual CDs. Okay, so these are the single ones right here. I think they're $7 for 100 of them. I'll post the links for all the stuff that I use for this, the Amazon purchase links within the description of this video. So there was 100 of these. I believe it was $7 for the single disc ones. That'll be your typical standard single jewel case or a single Digipack deal like this. And then they also have the double ones, which these are for the double albums, like this one right here. It's actually like a triple album, the newer Smashing Pumpkins. That is in one of those bigger cardboard digi deals. And then those double wide ones, it also fits like the Slipknot Iowa special edition. And then it also fits the jewel case double disc albums like Melancholy and Infinite Sadness. So yeah, let's find an example here. What is this right here? My Blacklight Burns album. I put this in the outer poly vinyl wrap thing. It has a top part right here, very much like the vinyl one, where it's a resealable at the top. And then what I do with the actual CD, instead of sliding it in and out of that cardboard, which over time is obviously going to give you some fine scratches, is I use these, well, they're actually double disc. You can actually put a disc on each side, but where you can stick the CD in here, and it has a fabric backing, and it keeps your CDs a lot better protected than sliding it in and out and storing it within cardboard. I used to have binders of these things back in high school, as well as I kept my CDs clean. I never had any issues with any fine scratches or anything with sliding these in and out. So you can see I'm even doing this just with one hand. Let me see if I can actually get it back in there. Yes. So you can see it's easy enough. You could just do this with one hand if you really ever needed to. So again, now that I'm sliding this out, just like with the vinyl records, I'm not going to get all the wear on the sides that I would typically get if this was unprotected. You can maybe still get some dings on the corners, but you still have some protection there. It's going to be a lot better over time. Not only that, if you think about it this way, I don't have to touch this cardboard very often unless I want to get out like the lyric booklet or anything like that with the CD stored in the back like that, because I'm really just taking the CD in and out. I'm always keeping this cardboard protected there. So these single ones, these single poly outer sleeves also are great for albums like this, the Alice in Chains album, where it has this unique green case and then it has this purple backing. I had an original copy of this from high school right here. I long lost, well, I don't even know if I lost it. I think this is just one of the versions where it didn't have the top green part, or this is from another case. I'm not too sure. It does have the purple backing. It does have the green back. So you can see how bad that is. I'm pretty sure I had the green outer case, but you can see I had this since high school, like 30-ish years, probably more than 30 years. It's taken a beating over time. So when I felt like I kind of lucked out and found this for $2 at a local record store in very good condition with the green outer shell. I put it in the poly sleeve like immediately when I saw it. If you're like me and you're real big on trying to preserve the stickers, the original stickers that came with it, these are great as well for these single ones. These aren't even cardboard. You know, I want to keep that fishbone stat. It's not keeping in focus too well. I'm going to keep that little sticker, that little hype sticker. That's what they call them. But yeah, as you can see, you know, you use these outer poly sleeves and then you use these inner fabric sleeves for storing the CDs. And I have a strong feeling that my CD collection is going to stay very well protected over the years and over the decades. I do know with the double wide ones, I can't remember what album it was, but I was putting it into the double wide thing, and it did start kind of splitting on the side a little bit. I also did notice that in the reviews for those, that some people had them split here and there, but I feel like they're cheap enough at cost that I'm not overly worried about that, as well as it doesn't happen to a good majority of them over time, as well as I can still switch them out when it does happen. Hopefully it's just something rare, but that is the one negative that I found there. One other small note is when you're storing them in these, where this line is right here, if you cut that off with a pair of scissors, it's real quick, takes you 2 seconds. That'll make it so it actually fits in with the CD there. You can see that they are a little bit higher right where that cut line is than the standard CD. So once you get rid of that top part, it slides right in the back of the poly. Trying to think here, I don't really edit my videos, so I'm not going to add in anything if I forget it. Trying to make sure that I did remember everything. Even on this one, I took the hype sticker off of the original shrink, and I put it on this cardboard here for the Nevermind remaster. And I love preserving those hype stickers when I can. I hate when I start tearing them off and they, you know how it goes, they start ripping apart and stuff like that. But you know, that's another positive with the poly wrap. It's going to help protect that hype sticker over time. You know, it's the little things. Even this Narrows right here, this Narrows album just came in the thinnest of little cardboard deals here, you know, and I put the CD in the back. So hopefully this helps. helps give you guys some ideas that maybe you can build upon, or just steal my idea completely with storing these. I think it's going to work out fairly well. I've been doing this for about a month now. Still in the process of switching over a lot of my albums. I even have some albums that I got on some deals recently that I haven't even listened to yet, or opened, that I'll eventually get the poly treatment here. But yeah, hopefully this helps you out with your compact disc collecting whatevers. Thank you for watching.